Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Dinde Angelina. I'm 21 years old. I live in Ciputat. I'm a student of ITB Ahmad Dahlan Jakarta. I took the management study program. This video is made to complete the English course assignment. Okay, firstly, I would like to retell about Mr. B.J. Habibie. And then his full name is Baharudin Yusuf Habibie, born on June 25, 1936 in Parepare, and he died on September 11, 2019 in Jakarta. Indonesian aircraft engineer and politician who was a president of Indonesia since 1998 until 1999 and a leader in the country's technological and economic development in the late 20th until early 21st centuries. Brilliant in science and mathematics from a young age, Habibie received his post-secondary education at the Bandung Institute of Technology in Bandung, Indonesia, and continued his studies at the North Rhine-Westphalia Institute of Technology in Aachen, West Germany. After graduating in 1960, he remained in West Germany as an aeronautical researcher and production supervisor. Suharto took power as Indonesia's second president in 1966, and in 1974 he asked Habibie, whom he had known from 25 years, to return to his homeland to help build advanced industries. Suharto assured him that he could do whatever was necessary to achieve that goal. Initially assigned to the state oil company Pertamina, Habibie became a government advisor and head of a new aerospace company in 1976. 2 years later, he became research minister and head of the Technology Evaluation and Application Agency. In this role, he oversees a number of businesses involving the production and transportation of heavy machinery, steel, electronic, telecommunication equipment, as well as weapons and ammunition. Habibie believes his company will eventually spawn high-tech ventures in the private sector and enable the country to climb the technology tangga. In 1993, he launched the first Indonesia-developed aircraft, which he helped design, and the following year, he unveiled plans to upgrade more than 3,000 ships purchased from the former East German Navy on initiative. The Ministry of Finance balked at the expense of the latter, while the armed force thought its territory had been violated. Nevertheless, Habibie got more than $400 million for repairs. Meanwhile, in 1990, Habibie was appointed chairman of the Indonesia Muslim Intellectual Association, and during the 1993 Central Board election of the country's ruling party, Golkar, Habibie helped children and allies of President Suharto rise to the top, reducing the old position. Military-backed power brokers. In the late 1990s, Habibie was seen as one of several possible successors to the aging Suharto. In March 1998, Suharto appointed Habibie vice president, and 2 months later, following large-scale violence in Jakarta, Suharto announced his resignation. Pushed unexpectedly to the top of the country, Habibie immediately began carrying out major reforms. He appointed a new cabinet, sacked Suharto's eldest daughter as Minister of Social Affairs and her old friend as a Minister of Trade and Industry, appointed a committee to draft less restrictive political laws, allow a free press, set for free parliamentary and presidential election the following year, and agreeing to a presidential term limit to 5 until-year terms. He also granted amnesty to more than 100 political prisoners. In 1999, Habibie announced that East Timor, a former Portuguese colony that was colonized by Indonesia in 1975, can choose between special autonomy and independence. The territory chose independence. Indonesia held free election, the first since 1955 in June, as promised. Later that year, Habibie ran for president, but he withdrew from his candidacy shortly before the October election, which Abdurrahman Wahid won. After Wahid took office, Habibie essentially stayed out of politics, although in 2000 he founded the Habibie Center, a political research institute. Okay, that's just a little story from me. You can add some information from another reference. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.